And right here you have practice mode, and let me do this first, because one of the rules to Robocraft is never go into battle with an untested bot, because you don't know how it's going to handle. Might be too heavy, might be too slow. When you shoot, your guns may hit each other. See, these guns are not hitting each other. Every shot is hitting the target. If you put guns, because they all kind of point in towards your reticle, and so if they're far enough back and right in line with each other, they won't hit. Only when you turn like this, you know, the two on the right will fire into the back each other. So you kind of want to check, make sure that your guns don't fire into the back each other, because that'll lose DPS. But this is good. It's a little pokey because I don't have thrusters, because you wouldn't have thrusters available without doing at least one battle. But I think all these robots are, you know, you can't get Walker Legs to tier 7, but I think he's has a health appropriate for a tier 1 bot. He's using mostly tier 1 bot queues, so you know, this is pretty much what it's like in battle. But in tier 1, you're just going to be fighting all SMG cruisers, because that's going to be the only movement type. But until I burn down into that one block, his cube, his pilot seat is on, I can't explode him. If I hit that block the first time, he'll one-shot, immediately explode. But usually it takes a little bit to shoot through him. If you haven't played the higher tiers, you won't notice how slow pokey this thing is, or how much lack of damage you have, because you don't know. But a lot of people find that the robots are too weak. They explode too easy. And I'll say I agree with that. In the very beginning, I was like, Jesus, man, you go into battle, you get hit 2-3 times and your bot explodes. Well, there is ways to counteract that with better builds. The better you build your bot, the more durable it can be, and the harder it is to destroy. And then different vehicles and different weapon types, as you start getting higher in tiers, start playing on each other a little bit different. You know, a railgun can't usually one-shot a tank, because they have hundreds and, you know, 500, 600, 700 blocks on them. But I can blow the tank treads off of it pretty easy with one rail shot. Where most helicopters and flying things, a rail can take out of the sky pretty easily. Where plasma bombers can usually one-shot my rail. And just as more types of vehicles start showing up, you start getting more different types of gameplay, and you start seeing different classes evolve. Like I said, this is an SMG cruiser. This is all you're going to be fighting against and with in the beginning. So I think usually by tier 2 you start seeing, every now and then you'll see a tier 1 hover. If somebody's played a couple battles in tier 1, they're like, wow, I don't like going around or going off these cliffs and having a chance of flipping, going around some of these rocks, getting stuck on rocks, flipping over like this. You push F to realign yourself with your flip. It puts a big glowing orb around you, so the enemy's like, hey, come shoot me, but it's the only way to get flipped back over. It takes 10 seconds. And then you can hit Q. If you put your reticle on an enemy and you hit Q, it will spot the enemy. And basically what it'll do is it'll put their name, their health bar, and what they are. Like if we were in game right now, it would put a well, he doesn't have any weapons, but let's say he had a rail weapons. It would put a rail walker, and it would say rail walker spotted. And what that does is it gives you a spotting bonus, and it lets all your teammates see him, just like this, where he could be all the way across the map and you would see that red spot. And usually when somebody gets a spot, a lot of people freak out in the early parts. It'll be like SMG cruiser spotted, and then all of a sudden a whole load of fire comes your way and you die, and it's like, well, what just happened? And it's like, you were spotted. And usually tier 1, not a lot of people know about it and they don't do it. So this bot works okay, so we'll go back to the mothership to jump into a battle. They have classic. Classic is basically it's, I think, 8 robots on each team. One team starts at one side of the map, the other team starts at the other side of the map, and basically you have to get to the other side of the map and get to their base without dying. And when you get on their base, this little ring slowly fills up, and there's 4 segments. I think it's 15 seconds per segment, so it's like a minute to sit on their base and to capture their base, and whichever team captures the other team's base wins. When I first started playing this, I think the first week this is all they had, and I was like, man, by the time I get to tier 5, I'm not gonna want to play this game anymore, because it's getting kind of boring. I mean, once I got the tank treads, it's like, oh, cool, it's cool, I can build a tank now. And then but tanks are so slow, people just build cruisers and run as fast as they can. If one team goes to the left or both teams go to the left, you never see anybody in battle. They just run. Whoever gets to the other team's base faster, whether there's people on the other base or not, whoever just gets there faster wins, basically. And it started causing base rushing. People were just building super fast bots and just rushing as fast as they can to get to the enemy base. And I didn't find it super fun, but luckily after it came out, battle mode came out, and this is your typical MOBA style battle mode. It's like any type of League of Legends. I would say it's closest to League of Legends, where basically you just build your own champion instead of having to learn all these different special skills and how to play each champion. You basically build your own champion and you play it the way you want to play it, and then you test it out in battle, and then you find out what you don't like about it and you change it. And you might start out as a SMG hovered, and next thing you know, you're turning it into a rail walker. And that's what I did. I started with tanks. I started with a cruiser until I could get tank tracks. Once I got tank tracks, I never went back to anything else. I tried tank tracks with plasmas. I didn't like them. I tried them with rails. I didn't really like it too much. And then at tier 7, I think they nerfed SMGs a little more. I didn't like the inaccuracy of SMGs, but they nerfed them and made them even less accurate. And at that point, I was just fed up with them. I said, forget this. I can't stand there. They're just too inaccurate for me. So I moved to rail walkers. I wanted to, because I unlocked rails. So I stuck it out with my tank in tier 7 and unlocked everything I needed to build enough RP to build up I think I pushed it into tier 8. And I used it like it was. Basically, it was a super strong tank for tier 7, and I moved it into tier 8 to unlock the tech. I needed to buy all tier 8 stuff, and then I just built me a tier 8 rail walker, and that tier 8 rail walker got me all the way to tier 10, and it sits like that to the, well, when the electroplate update came out, they nerfed. It basically became from 15 to 20 kills a game to 1 or 2 kills a game, and I was like, man, this sucks. And so I tore it all down and I rebuilt it. I tried an experimental one that was basically a glass cannon. It did more damage because it had better gun placement, but it didn't really it really was a glass tank, a glass cannon. It took one shot and it would die. So I built my third one, and that's the one I still play to this day. It's perfectly good for the way I play. And basically when you join battle, you got a queue, and basically tier 1, there's 21 robots online right now. It says there's 47 servers, and there's 1,646 battles going on with an average wait time of 54 seconds. I usually find the queues about double this it takes me to get online. I see people complaining in chat sometimes it takes 5 minutes to get into a battle, but there we go, 2 minutes. And this screen shows you what you're fighting. Are there 10 robots now in tier 1? Yeah, there's 10 now. And you can see down here, these are scouts, the ones with the diamonds. Means they have no guns. I don't know why there's so many of them. The circles mean they're plasmas.
The battle for Tharsis Rift
and
has begun.
X's mean they're SMGs. And basically, in Classic, that is your plutonium reactor. All those little balls on them are plutonium, and we have to go to the other team's base and destroy their plutonium before they destroy all of ours. So we want to get there as fast as we can and do as much damage as we can. Did they put plutonium reactors in? It seems like they did. Okay, so they put full plutonium reactors in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my teammates handle this, and I'm going to go harass everybody. Anybody comes around this area, I'm going to harass them whether I die or not. Oh, is that our guy? Yeah, those are not our guys. That's oh crap, I'm already stuck. I got too much overhang. They didn't notice me yet. They're going over there harassing my teammates. So I'm gonna go harass them. This is a guy without that's a scout. He has no guns. I don't even know what he's doing.
Your team has captured the white fusion tower.
What is going on with these people that are terrible?
Fusion shield is now active.
Okay, so they added full MOBA now. Those people, we have to capture towers. There's 4 towers around the map. And see, he has armor, so he's pretty strong. He's trying to get behind me because he doesn't want to. I guess they're building that for base rushers. I don't know why they're building without weapons.
Your fusion tower has been captured. Your plutonium reactor is under attack.
And the thing you want to basically do is destroy all their guns.
Your team has captured the left fusion tower.
Once you capture a tower, your shield goes up.
Your team has captured the bottom fusion tower. Clock cycle generator activated. Your plutonium reactor is under attack.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and defend the base because I didn't know they added full MOBA to tier 1. Before, you just had to capture
Your plutonium reactor is under attack.
So once I go back in my base, I'm gonna start healing.
Your plutonium reactor is under attack. Plasma fusion spotted.
Okay, now that I know this, I'm just gonna go kill their reactor then. Before, and I think until tier 3, you didn't have this mode. You just had, you go to their base, destroy their reactor, and they destroy yours. Or they might have for a little while kept it in Classic where you just captured their base, and then tier 2 you had to destroy their reactor, and then... But the thing about it is, if I don't get their reactor, if I don't go up there and capture this tower, I can't take their shield down, and when I go inside of their shield, they will heal, and I won't. So I can't stay in there forever. So my team is pretty strong, and it seems like the enemy team is terrible. So this will be a perfect good first match. There's no real physics when I hit somebody. It very rarely knocks them around, but you can. In some of the higher tiers, I've knocked people over by ramming them. And I've even seen a robot built like a wedge designed to get under robots because you can't shoot down. And it was pretty effective. And since most people's seats are on the bottom of their robot, you basically get under them and he don't even care. But see, I can't shoot inside their shield.
Your left fusion tower is under attack.
But I have to destroy all of their crystals. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here and destroy it until somebody tells me not to. Because I got a pretty tanky buy. And he's not telling me to stop.
Fusion tower.
So, see, now his shield is... Okay, I'm getting out of here. That means stop, or I'll die. Oh, crap. I can't turn. I lost some wheels. I'm going to respawn. And in this corner, you can see my name, BKCXP7, and you can see I'm at overclock level 7. As you overclock, as you get kills, you gain, like...
Your left fusion tower is under
it's like
attack.
a level just for this particular game. And as I get overclocked, my wheels go faster, my guns do more damage. If I had thrusters, my thrusters would make more thrust. And, you know, wings produce, I think, produce less drag. Basically, everything in the game just gets better.
Your left fusion tower has been captured.
Uh-oh. And see, they respawn outside their shield when we're inside their shield, so we gotta try to spawn kill them. And you can see at a distance, it really does no good. But the best thing you can do is take their weapons off. If you take their weapons off, they can't do you anything. Man, I remember these bots being so much weaker. They seem to take a beating now. That guy's hammering me with plasmas. And you can see we're just tearing their base up. They can't do nothing about it. Even with their shield up, they just don't know how to play it yet, to be honest. I've never seen a team so terrible. And what we're going to do is we're just going to destroy these connection points. Once we destroy the connection points, the whole thing blows up. There's 4 rows on the base. The 4 rows on the bottom, it shows you arrows, and those lines are the connection points, and you only have to destroy the connection point, and that entire quarter blows up.
Your plutonium reactor is under attack.
But, uh-oh, he shot all my guns off. Now I cannot respawn. I cannot respawn until I don't take damage for 15 seconds. So if I could have run away, I would have, but I couldn't. So my respawn time is like about 15 seconds. But that's good because my reactor is under attack, so in 4 seconds I can protect it.
Your team has captured the left fusion tower.
Okay, so I'm going to go protect
your plutonium reactor is under
my
attack.
reactor. And get them out of my reactor.
Your plutonium reactor is under attack.
And then our guys will continue to work on their reactor. But one guy over here, he couldn't do that by himself. He doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. So I'm going to take all his guns off. And give me some more overclock levels. Because the more towers you own, the more damage you do. So if you look up at the top where it shows our bars, it shows the 4 blue tower, the 4 towers are blue, meaning we own all 4 of them. And it shows you plutonium escalation of 379%. As we own, I think, 2 towers, we get a overclock generator, which automatically passively overclocks us. and shortens our see, I'm at overclock level 9 right now. So if we didn't own all 4 towers, I would probably have about a 45-second respawn time. So yes, I'm strong, yes, I'm fast, yes, I'm one of the most powerful players in the game right now. There's 2 level 8s on the enemy team, but I'm the strongest right now. If I would die, which I just did, I would take longer to respawn than anybody else. So 4 lower level players could respawn a lot faster and do a lot more damage than what I can do if I was just by myself. Now this is going to blow up when I destroy these top crystals. Well, there's one more connection point somewhere. Oh, maybe there's these 3 right here. Okay, it's done. And we win. I was at overclock level 9, and we win. And let's see what we win for that. And we went. I've destroyed 2,131 CPU. I think that's blocks. That's your P flops. I destroyed. So all the bots combined that I destroyed, guns, all that stuff. Like a gun is 20 P flops. So all the guns that I blew up, all the wheels that I blew up, are worth about 20 a piece. In protection, meaning that somebody in the beginning, when our guys were taking the tower and them guys charged after them, they didn't see me, and then I started shooting at them. That means I did 329 damage in protecting somebody who was that was shooting at someone else. And then in defense, there's people that shot at me. I got 7 kills, 4 assists. Now, to get an assist, you have to do 25% damage to a enemy, and then someone else kill it. So you have to do at least 25% of the damage, and then somebody else kills it. So that means if I did 25% damage and left them alone, if they eventually died, I get a assist, which is the same as a kill in my book. And then if you are a healer, you get CPU healed, which is, since the destroyed is so weak, this would be probably like 600 maybe if you was a healer. So they added CPU healed. So basically, if an enemy comes in with 50% health, you heal them for 50%. That's just like doing damage to somebody. So this is to help healers out. This is how much. I don't know why it's healed CPU then allies 100% healed. I think if they're below 50% and you heal them all the way up, you get an extra bonus versus just, I don't know why that's there, but for scouting you get a bonus. That's if your radar picks them up first, and then this is if I actually hit the spotting key, the Q to spot them. And then I destroyed 240 of the plutonium. And then the handicap bonus is when there wasn't enough people to fill all the tiers. So say if there wasn't enough people, they might put some tier 2s in there. Say they might have 2 tier 2s on each team. If I killed a tier 2 player, I would have a handicap bonus. Probably just double the kill for whatever, because they, it would just add the bonus for me destroying their CPU to this, because they're double my tier. I don't know if it minuses bonuses. And I got 1,436 RP. If you start this game, look on Robocraft.com. There's this code you can put in for first-time players, and I think it gives you like 3 days premium, 7 days premium. Look that up, because you can put that in on the first time and get premium on your first day. And so instead of 1,436 RP, you would get 2,873 RP. So you would get this stat. This is your stat if you had premium. This is your stat if you don't have premium. So I earned tech tokens, 31 tech tokens, which would allow me probably to unlock 2 to 3 of the different cubes of armored cubes. I can unlock tier 2 weapons if I want, because I don't find these cubes are super weak. You notice that the armor cubes, I have enough white cubes on my bot that it really doesn't, their guns didn't really affect me. And then this is the filing for premium users. If there was 5 premium users in my battle, I guess we didn't have any. So I didn't get anything extra, or I don't know if there was maybe 5 or 10. I don't know. I don't know if it's this, then I get this on top of this. I don't think so, but for every premium player in the match, you get 5% extra RP. So 5% of what I earned here, I would get extra on top of it. I don't know if it's in addition to that. Like, did I get 100% extra RP on top of that? Because there was enough players to, there would have to be all 20 of us. So I don't think that's accurate. I think that's just my RP, so there was no premium users. And then every garage you have has a first victory of the day bonus, which gives you twice the RP and twice the tech points. So I won't get this again on this robot for this garage. I can build a new robot in this garage, but I still won't get anything for it. So basically I got 2,873, just like if I was a premium user. And if I was a premium user, I would have got basically 4 times what I got today, and I got 132 tech points. So that's pretty good.